Hi everyone, and welcome back to Ion Harness Racing Weekend Review. I'm Heather Dodds. First, we take a look at Yonkers Raceway, which hosted 5 Grand Circuit stakes this past Saturday night. In the $250,000 International Trot Preview Invitational, it was Natural Herbie who finished victorious in the non-traditional 1 1/4 mile race, finishing in 2:24.2. International celebrity Commander Crowe came in second, and Be a Magician, the only female in the race, finished third. Sebastian K, although the fastest trotter in harness racing history, was not a challenger for the first 3 finishers, as he broke stride while racing 3 wide for the lead. Our cameras were at Yonkers, and we caught up post-race with some of the connections involved with the International Trot Preview.
And he took a lot of air tonight. He came first up to a 4-time millionaire. I mean, and the extra 1.25 miles, what was that?
It is called a very good horse and a bad driver.
I'd have to imagine this is extra special. You own, train, drive this horse. You got a real special bond with him?
Very special bond. Some people have asked me why I drive him and not a catch driver. I said he's been my pet for 3 years. I guess I can drive him. I made 600 with him, so I guess that's legal for me to drive him.
Commander Crowe finished second. Were you happy with his performance tonight?
Yeah, the horse was really good, and I think you have stayed 3 weeks without race and 1 week with the quarantine and all that. You have not trained. I think it's a good race for him because with a good training and in 1 month, I think for the Breeders' Pony can be much better.
Made a bad break in that first turn. Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, they went to quick speed on there and he hit the bike, unfortunately, and get scared and run off.
And did he come back okay after that?
Yeah, he was fine after that, but he lost enough grounds, and you're not going to gain any ground on a half-mile track. It's impossible.
Also on Saturday at the Hilltop, Nuncio captured the $500,000 Yonkers Trot in 1:56 for driver John Campbell and trainer Jimmy Takter. This victory gave Takter a sweep of the trotting Triple Crown after winning the Hambletonian with Trixton and the Kentucky Futurity, and now the Yonkers Trot with Nuncio. Driver John Campbell offered his comments in the winner's circle.
And the horse has never been worse than second. What kind of special is that in an animal?
Well, it's just its consistency, and as I said, it's remarkable for a horse to race at this level and just come up with the desire and the effort every week for 2 years like he has. He just has never gone a bad race, and that's very difficult to find in a horse that, something usually happens where they're just off their game, and even when he's gotten beat anytime, he's never been off his game. He's gone a good race.
The $500,000 Messenger Stakes played out on Saturday at Yonkers, with All Bets Off taking the win in 1:51.1 with driver Matt Kikali and trainer Ron Burke. It was also the biggest victory ever for driver Matt Kikali.
For a kid from Florida that was driving, 6 years ago or 7 years ago, whatever, I got my license, and to be here and driving, these kind of horses is, it's just truly an honor. Felt great in the post grade. He was trying to kick at me, so I knew he was on his toes and he was ready for a big effort. And I just had him planted right on the car, and he felt strong, so, it was just go.
I mean, he's been a model of consistency, shows up every week. Last week he had a little throat issue. Ronnie took care of it during the week, and plus he had a lot of time in between races, so he came prepared. He had his A game on tonight.
In the $150,854 Lady Mod at Yonkers, Act Now, the 1-5 favorite, cruised to an easy win in 1:53 with George Brennan in the bike, while Highest Peak took advantage of both parts of the 1-5 favorite entry of Market Rally and Avalicious going off stride to capture Saturday's $124,590 Hudson Trot for 3-year-old fillies in a time of 1:58.2. The finals for the Governor's Cup, Valley Victory, 3 Diamonds, and Goldsmith Maid were raced at Woodbine on Saturday, showcasing some of the top 2-year-olds in harness racing. In the Goldsmith Maid for trotting fillies, Mission Brief, the heavy favorite, broke stride, making way for 70-1 long shot Smexy to capture the win in 1:54.4 with driver Corey Callahan. In the Valley Victory for trotting colts, driver Sylvain Filion was able to convert off a second over trip with Pinkman to win by a head in 1:55.4. We also saw Artspeak capture the Governor's Cup for pacing colts in 1:50.4 with driver Scott Ziran, and JK She's a Lady take the 3 Diamonds for pacing fillies. JK She's a Lady is now 10 for 10 for driver Yannick Gingras and trainer Nancy Johansson.
Notice any difference from this time of year compared to when you baby raced her? Actually, when I baby raced her, I thought she was a nice filly, but I didn't think she was this kind of filly. You know, she's gotten better and better as the year went along. I mean, she went a huge mile tonight, but I think the mile that she went here, and she's a great lady, is about as good of a mile as I've seen, and probably be the biggest mile she went herself. But no, she was really good tonight.
This past Friday night saw the first Grand Circuit Stakes ever contested at the new Hollywood Dayton Raceway. The night was supposed to belong to Foiled Again and Creatine, but although each raced very well, neither was able to capture a Dayton Derby. Instead, stablemate Clear Vision literally nosed out Foiled Again in the $122,000 Dayton Pacing Derby, lowering the track record to 149, and market share pulled a mild upset in the $162,000 Dayton Trotting Derby, establishing a new track trot standard with 152 and 4 clocking. Join Paul Ramlow this Thursday as he previews this weekend's Grand Circuit action at Hoosier Park and Vernon Downs on Ion Harness Racing Weekend Preview. And remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and catch all the latest news on ustrotting.com. You can follow me on Twitter with Heather_USTA. See you next time on Ion Harness Racing Weekend Review.